What you just described put goosebumps on me because that's exactly what I took pride in. My mom would tell you right now, she's right there sitting.
Yes, she is.
She knows I don't buy myself. I take great pride in that. I don't want because how I'm wired to, hey mom, I'm gonna get you this, and this. My girl, everybody's got everything. I don't even own a car, and I'm a multi-millionaire. And I say that with pride.
Yeah.
Because what I was here to do as a man, and men may not even want to hear this, it sounds so barbaric. That's the pride in what you have as a man, is that you see your mom, you see your girl, you see your kids, you see all this, you see them doing well. That's all a real man wants. They don't give a fuck about how they dress, how they look, what they're driving. They don't give a because why? Your trophies are your family, and they're all walking around. Every man that sees you, they see you walking in with some sweatpants and but they know your family's balling because you put the time in, you put the effort in, you put the work in. And as a man, we don't want none of that. We just want respect.
Amen.
And that's what men don't give a about now. But the one thing I want is for my family to look at me and say, that's the man.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. And men don't have that. They don't know what that feels like. So until you know what that feels like, you're never going to seek that feeling of when things are bad, my family looks to me, as they should.
That's your job.
That is my job. And I earned that. It's not given because you wake up and you're a man.
And it feels real good.
It feels amazing. When anything goes wrong in my family, if there's a flat tire, they don't call AAA. They call David Goggins. Mom's got a problem? David. My mom's sick? David. She don't call the doctors, David. Anybody, they call David. And that's earned. And that's a good feeling. And I would challenge men to try that. The biggest thing you have to do is shut off technology. You have to go dark. And what I mean by that is you have to be quiet in your mind. Get away from people. We love being around people. We love talking. We love parties. We love all that. It's okay to be alone. It's also okay to be unhappy. It's okay to be unhappy sometimes, man. It's okay to say, you know what, man, I'm So you gotta go to the truth first. Who are you? Get really accountable and say, okay, who am I? What's the truth about me? Get to that dark place in your mind. Figure out, it may take months, it may take years. Figure out your purpose. Figure out what you want to be in life. And then from there, okay, I have my purpose. It may take a long time. No one knows their purpose because it's too loud. Find your purpose. From there, all right, you gotta start planning. People love the planning phase because it's very comfortable. Then from the planning phase, you gotta go to execution. So the execution phase, what we all hate, because that's where the real work begins, and that's when the failure happens, and the failure. But you know, that's kind of how you have to do it. When you grow up weak and you start to master your mind, because my whole thing is whenever I'm weak at something, whenever I'm scared of something, I master it. I was a weak-minded person, so I mastered my mind. And in mastering my mind, I mastered the human mind. And I realized why I no longer judge people, why I no longer put people on a pedestal, because we're all our own way. We all have demons. Some people hide them better than other people. So I know we all have them. By me knowing that, I know that most alpha males are very fragile. Very fragile. They never want to see another person harder than them, especially in that kind of realm.
The ego attachment.
The ego,
is very strong.
Ego will up every time. Ego is serious. So if I can hurt your ego, I got you. So by me having such a fragile ego growing up, all this was my advantage. I was doing a live autopsy on how up I was. I was like, hey, this me up. I better other people up too. So I started using all these different tools and tactics to get in instructors' heads. And taking souls, that's where it happened, man. We're Wednesday, freezing cold. Everybody's jackhammering. Everybody wants to, everybody's just want to get through it now. And the instructors take great pride in watching you suffer. They do. We, in a sick way, it's kind of funny. You were there once as a student. Now you're an instructor. But I knew, how would I be thinking if I was an instructor? I would love seeing this sadistic go on. But what wouldn't I like to see? I would hate to see some guys just looking like this is just another day on the beach and go yourself. I would hate to see that.
Yeah.
So I
they all want to think like when they did it, they were harder.
They were harder.
Yeah.
Everybody's hard. So I said, you know what, man? It's time. I can't fight you. You guys can me up all day long. That's your job, and I love your job. I love what you guys are doing. You guys are making us better. But now I'm going to take the tactical advantage, and I'm going to start with you. So I got my boat crew, Bill Brown. I had Chris Kyle on my boat crew,
right.
American Sniper. I had a couple of hardcore and everybody right now is kind of like in their own world. Let's just get through this, man. I can't wait till Friday so we can graduate, how we can get going. I said, let's go ahead and have some fun. I said, we're gonna start these guys. So the evolution here was we just got through with med check. You know, we're stripped down to nothing, and they're checking us out, making sure we're good. Checking for pneumonia, checking for knees. My knees all jacked up, but they're giving me shots and shit. And I was like the boat crew leader of boat crew 2. Mm-hmm. So I'm in the front of the boat, and I tell our guys, this is what we're going to do. The boat was like on our heads. That's all it was. We're supposed to lift the boats up above our head. That's all you got to do. But when you're this weak, you're this fragile, you're this tired, the boat's heavy. So there's a thing you can do when you do boat presses. You can get the boat and like just toss it up and catch it. And that shows like you're jacked up. So everybody's holding the boat, and they're shaking, and the boat's starting to come down their head, and all the boat crews are all lined up, and they're up. And I'm looking at that, and I turn around my boat crew and I say, hey guys, it's time to take some souls. And they're like, what the are you talking about? I said, we're gonna get you. I go, you see all these instructors out here, all in their jackets and drinking coffee and laughing and smiling and shit? I want their faces to go straight up numb. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna start boat pressing this mother. Just take my lead, trust me, you'll get energy from it. We start throwing this boat up in the air, catching it, throwing it up and catching it, and we start yelling, can't hurt boat crew 2. We're yelling our ass off, and we're doing it. And they make us stop, like what the like stop. I look at these instructors, and their faces literally look like someone like just like took their soul out. 'Cause I know where their minds were. Like they were thinking about themselves. Like, what the just happened, man? I know me on Wednesday, I couldn't have done that. How are they doing it? So the rest of the time, going through Hell Week, it was like we owned it. We owned it.
Right.
Boat Crew 2, we won every single race. We were just dominating, and it was a strong boat crew, and that's where Taking Souls is. There's a few Taking Souls stories, but that's one of them. I don't like running. I don't like, and people don't believe it, but you know, I was a big guy twice in my life, so hence the reason why I just don't like running, man. It hurts. It's brutal. It sucks going out, and I'm gonna be gone for 2 hours, or I'm gonna be gone 39 hours.
Right.
Running on a 1 mile track. I'm not crazy, man. That shit sucks. I mean, you know, people put me in this category of you must be some crazy guy who loves it. No, man. No, that's why I do it though. That's the only way to callous your brain, man. It's the only way to get hard in life. People take these classes on mental toughness. Like even SEALs, you have the class about visualization, self-talk, eat an elephant one bite at a time, breathing control. Yeah, roger that. You got to put yourself in a hellacious situation. It's a lifestyle. How are you going to react? How are you going to react? Like all that training goes out the fucking door when you're in the cold water and you're miserable, and it's the first hour of 130 hours of Hell Week, and that first wave goes over your head, and you're the coldest you've been in your life, and your mind goes from hour 1 to hour 130. All that self-talk and shit, dude, you ain't thinking about that. You think about getting the out of here. But if you live this shit on a daily basis and you know how to calm your mind down, the self-talk will help. All that stuff will help. But usually we react. We have pain, we have suffering, we react. And we react about, get the out of here. We got to go. It's those people who are able to control that feeling of flight and say, no, there's a way through this. It's not going to be here forever. I'm not cold right now. I went through 3 of them. I'm not cold now. I'm in a nice warm studio with you. You got to think about that shit. The shit's going to end. It's going to end, but we don't know that. We don't think that. At that time, it's going to last forever. And then you get to sit back on Friday with everybody walking across the, you know, back on the grinder, all the 16, 17, 18 guys that graduated Hell Week. And you get a chance to watch these guys victorious. And then you get the chance to think about that. You take that hot, warm shower, first thing that comes to your mind is, why the did I quit? So what keeps me going? I've quit several things. I know what's on the back end of quitting. And it's a lifetime of thinking about, why the did I do that? And I ain't doing that no more.